Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fun Friday. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. Hope you had a good week. This is the fun portion of our show. I'm not going to go in that spiel because we've done it every single show that we've done so far. But this week I have one of my show and tell segments that we're going to play. It's not really a game, but Fish brought this up in the group chat a couple days ago. Alive or Dead, who are 5 people you'd love to have dinner with. And we talked about this before the the fantasy show. We are going to omit family members because that's the obvious decisions. But, and then we're going to finish this episode with a draft of the best nicknames in sports. I'm sure a lot of great names are going to be left off that list, but that is what we are going to get into on this episode here. So, boys, my show and tell segment is not really showing or telling anything. It's more of a thought-provoking question. So, Elon Musk, the other day, it was announced on Twitter that he is wanting to build a underwater rail system that will get you from New York to London in an hour. So that brought up to me, or that made me think about time travel, obviously, because, you know, getting somewhere fast makes me think about time travel. And, well, first we went to teleportation in my brain, and then I went to time travel. But my question to you guys is, if you had the ability to time travel, what 3 historic events would you go see?
So I got one question real quick before we dive into this. Is this just purely, like, I know that me going back in time is not going to cause some butterfly effect. I'm just going to be viewing it.
No one can see you. No one can talk to you. You're spectating. You're Tim the Tat Man on a weekday playing Warzone. You're spectating.
Okay.
That's all you're doing.
Okay.
So,
Fish, I want to hear yours first.
God, dude, that's tough.
I wanted to catch you guys off guard.
That is tough. I would say one event that I would go to would be the 1927 World Series. Arguably one of the best lineups ever produced. Rose, the Yankees, Gehrig and Ruth. During that time would be such a cool and just be a part of. To also know, going back then, that you're watching some of the greatest ball players ever to play. That would be one of my top ones to go spectate and be a part of that. I dressed back then to 14 cigars and a good bottle of bourbon in my pocket, but that would be really, really cool to see it.
That's a good. I knew you were going to pick that. I had a huge inkling you were going to pick that.
Absolutely.
Zoltowski, what's your first pick? We'll do this in a draft form, I guess.
My first pick is going to be 97 Game 4 Stanley Cup Finals, when the Wings swept the Flyers to win the first cup since '55 with the Russian Five. That whole era of Detroit hockey, because it was huge. I think my parents actually had tickets and went to one of those games, because my dad keeps all his ticket stubs, and he's got this like beer stein he keeps them in, and one is the Stanley Cup Finals, and I just can't ever remember the year that I saw it. But I would love to be there. And the Joe, I miss going to the Joe. That was a great arena. The history that was there. And just to watch those guys play in their prime would be awesome. Be amazing. So.
Okay. I'm also going to go with a sports pick first. My current favorite sports memory is being in the stadium and it's not my favorite thing that Tyrod Taylor got hurt, but Baker Mayfield's first game in Cleveland. It was a Thursday night football game. We were playing against the New York Jets. I was there with my brother and his now wife, and Baker Mayfield took the field. It was the first game we had won in 31 games. and he came in. We were down 2 scores. They did run the Philly special, but that's not what I'm going back for. What I would go back for would probably take the cake as my favorite sports memory, and it is the 2016 NBA Finals where the Cavaliers win, and I specifically want to be sitting next to Mike Breen during the moment when LeBron James blocks, I believe it was Andre Iguodala on that layup from behind, and I want to hear Mike Breen live in person say, blocked by James. That is one of the greatest sports calls of all time, especially for a Cleveland fan. So that is my number 1 pick. That is the only title the city of Cleveland has won in the past 60 years. And it just would have been really, really cool to go see that. So 2016 NBA Finals, I think it was Game 6. It was in Golden State. So, and then just be there on the court after LeBron wins and says, Cleveland, this is for you, would be really, really cool. So that's my first pick. My second pick, since we're doing a draft, is more of a historic pick. I would love to be just overlooking the pyramids being built. I mean,
you son of a bitch.
We talked about this last week on the conspiracy draft. Dude, I want to see how these things were built. It's so mind-boggling to me that if they're built the way that it's taught in the history books, which you can debate all you want about that if it is or not, but I mean, that would have been such an incredible thing to witness. Not the slavery, obviously, but if it was actually like something else that happened during that time, that would have been absolutely nuts. But
glad you clarified there.
Thank you. Shout out Taylor Swift. If you guys don't know that reference, she wants to live in the 1800s without the racism. So, anyways, I would like to see the pyramids being built. I know that's a long range of years, but I guess like the most productive day that they had. So, Zoltowski, I hand it over to you, my friend.
I'm going also with we'll revisit the conspiracy theory draft last week. Give me the Apollo 11 landing on the moon.
Do you want to be on the moon?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I like breathing, dude.
Well, I mean, if I can time travel, I'm pretty sure I can breathe in outer space. We can breathe in outer space. If I have access to time travel, I'm pretty sure I have access to, being able to breathe in outer space with an oxygen tank and all that.
In the beginning, so I don't know.
Well,
okay.
Yeah, since what in any movie where they time travel, he's like, time travel back in space, he's fucking dead because he can't breathe.
I know I'm
you
going to be.
You don't time travel into water, all of a sudden just grow gills. It doesn't work.
I know I'm going to be time traveling to the moon.
This guy is
so
loony.
Look,
there's no.
Okay,
way.
then fine. I'll even want to be at in Houston where the command center is, hearing that communication. Even then, that would be so cool to witness.
Yeah, it's reasonable because you can breathe that air.
There's TV that they broadcast it on TV. Just that time, the space race, all that. Actually, the Neil Armstrong Space Museum is pretty close to us, and I've been meaning to go.
I've been very cool.
Yeah, so space has always fascinated me. Vast, empty, and yet somehow probably full of life. But we won't get into that. Yeah.
I will. My last pick. So you go ahead, brother.
I know what it is.
Let me get to the pyramids. Would have been so cool to go see. Just see how they're built and just see.
In their heyday too, not like eroded like they are now.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, didn't step on your toes there.
I don't get it. Throwing back during the Renaissance period, specifically in Italy, I really want to see the art and everything kind of really take a turn for the best. Those are some crazy artists we had back then that really kind of changed and orchestrated how we do things differently art wise. And honestly, 70 degrees back then was like a heat stroke for most people. Honestly, let me rock my shorts. I could breathe the air, so we're all right. But that would have been such a cool time to kind of experience with too. So
We're out of the window. You're good. There you go. Zoltowski, you better not take my pick with this one. I swear to God.
No, I won't, because I'd really like to see the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Oh yeah.
I think that
cool.
would be really cool. Just thinking again, Germany split east-west. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. You know, just I don't know. It'd be cool to be at such a historical event that learned about in school and had such a major impact.
No, it's a great pick. Yeah. It's a fantastic pick. I'm going to paint you guys a picture with my last pick here. So the year is 1947. I am in Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, I knew it.
Something falls from the sky. The press shows up. It is reported it is a flying saucer. It has been taken on a flatbed truck, covered, and taken away from the scene to then be retracted in the papers as not a flying saucer. I believe that they said it was some sort of weather balloon or something like that. I want to see what came out of the sky. I am such a person that wants aliens to be real. Maybe it's my love of Star Wars, it's my love of sci-fi, you name it, but I would love to see what fell out of the sky that day. Just to either be very, very disappointed or validated in what I want to be true. So,
didn't you watch Futurama?
It's
a great show.
Great show. But yeah, no, that would be such a cool thing to see, especially if that is actually, the first place that aliens landed in America that's, documented as it was. But,
you wouldn't be able to tell anybody, right? When you came back, like if that was a thing, you wouldn't be like,
I wouldn't need to.
You get the validation.
I get the validation. I get to see what it was. I get to see what's inside.
You're not going to keep a secret.
Maybe I take the disc on a little spin before they go.
Yeah, once you just say, can I ride in that? Just quick little around the block if you don't mind.
Excuse me, little green man. It is my turn. Let me get in there and take it for a spin. So, I think we went a little bit out of order here, and I think you guys have one left, right? Did we do that wrong?
I've only got two, yeah.
Yeah, I have all three of mine.
You had 12, yeah. Kind of bullshit, but it's fine.
Fish, why don't you go ahead with yours then?
Yeah, you know what? We've seen these movies all the time, right? And we hear all these new horror games that are coming out about dinosaurs and shit. Send me back there. I am curious to see, one, if the skeletons and the remains that they're finding, if it is truly was the Titan boa, was that an actual, the Sarco, all these, were they as big and as crazy dangerous as they all were? The arachnids and the insects are like 12 times what they are now. To kind of see where evolution was, and then kind of, that used to be a terror bird, but it kind of, now it's a barn swallow, kind of like little shit like that, where it's been interesting to kind of see how, of course, up in the air, not too high because I don't want to breathe the atmosphere, but to kind of spectate and just witness. I can't believe you.
Sorry, I want to see the moon landing actually happen in person.
I want to see my ass, send my ass to Mars. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense.
That'd be another cool one, but it's not my pick.
Well, I mean, it's going to be your pick here soon, but mine would be dinosaurs. Dinosaurs.
That's a good pick, though.
Any timeline, all of them.
Unless you want to see the meteor?
Unless Nut wants to. I mean, at this point, yeah, sure. If you want to trade, you come hang out with me and the dinos if I can go see what the pyramids are about,
I'll tell you what, I'll take you to the pyramids if you take me to Italy.
Yeah, I'll take you to Italy. Where do you want to go?
Watch Colosseum fight.
That actually would be really sick.
Are we not going that far back? What year did
That's not that far back.
And morbid, but I mean, we could look. We got a time machine at this point.
Yeah,
sky's the limit.
That's a good one.
Oh,
right.
man.
I guess I'll go with my last pick. I want to see the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Dude, that was, yes.
Yep.
That was on my list.
I mean, we talk about the forming of our nation and all that stuff. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to see it happen. And I know it was just a bunch of old guys signing a paper that they wrote up that potentially couldn't mean anything. Had to win the war, and we did. And now,
you gonna sign your name?
Ooh.
No.
You have everybody clear out, and then you just.
Hey, invisible ink on the back, so when Nick Cage steals it, he sees that too.
Just make sure you plug the podcast when you do it.
Watch Game Time Gents. Zoltowski GG.
We're gonna find the Declaration of Independence.
No, I mean, there's a lot, there's some morbid ones on here that, and it's because we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
But just to know what actually happened, like the assassination of JFK, what actually happened, like, not that I want to see him get assassinated, just because there's so many questions surrounding it, to be able to actually be there and find out, oh, hey, what happened? I probably wouldn't, but
I mean, that would be an interesting thing too. I mean, a little bit on the morbid side, but like the Zodiac killer
again,
or
yeah,
Jack the Ripper,
Yeah.
like being in that. Obviously, I mean, we were safe, right? Based on their patterns and who they went after, we were safe. But
Alcatraz, when it was up and running, just to see what it was like. Yeah, I know you can go there now, but
yeah, it's not the same though with the prison.
No,
not being there.
Also, I think all three of us would have been fine against Jack the Ripper. He was probably like 4'3". Because of how
they
long
found
ago
out who it was.
Was it Jack the Ripper?
Oh, they know his real name. Aaron Kaminsky.
Yeah, and all the years that have floated by that we just didn't know, and all of a sudden they're like, it's that one guy that was a butcher down the road. I remember him. No, they're not. No.
They found DNA.
Yeah, DNA my ass. How long ago was Jack the Ripper?
A long time ago.
Okay, yeah, so they just got DNA. It's just like
centuries.
Hey guys, I've been keeping this blood cloth. You want to do the DNA? Because I think my great grandmother took it from Jack the Ripper.
Well, and he was a suspect then too.
Everybody's a suspect back then. It didn't matter. It was wild times back then. Get away with a lot of shit.
It was.
That was a good one, though. I like that. It made me think.
Yeah.
And I don't like thinking too much, especially at night. But
yeah,
at night.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched Interstellar a couple days ago too, so time travel's fresh on my mind. And then the Elon thing happened, and it's like, oh man.
I don't know how that would work. By the way, we tried to send people down in a little submarine, and that worked out really well. So.
They were using an Xbox 360 controller to drive it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they should have got a PC guy.
Cheaper than that one.
Yeah, they were using like a Logitech G20 or something like that.
I gotta watch that documentary. It's on Netflix now. About that.
No.
Are we rolling into topic 2 or are we going to the draft? That's the question.
No, we can go into topic 2. So this was one that was brought to us by Fish. Alive or dead, who are 5 people you'd love to have dinner with? And Fish, I think you should kick this one off.
Naturally, am I naming all 5? We're doing a draft order too.
I say go all 5.
Yeah, just name all 5.
Okay, because I'd hate to do one, and then you get your 12, and then it's back to me, Tasky. So this should come to no surprise from either of you and people listening. Babe Ruth is obviously number 1, right? I would then follow up with Lou Gehrig. I would like to talk to him about his, Lou Gehrig's disease and kind of understand that, both of their childhoods and shit like that. Really, Babe Ruth's eating habit, but I'd really like to dive into that. Again, another definite. It's all sports. For me, it's all sports people. Don't really care about. Just back.
We're losing you.
Back up a little bit, buddy. Yeah, just a little bit. We're losing you a little bit.
Sorry, I was getting. Yeah. Can you hear me? I was getting a little animated. Sorry, I'll go ahead. calm down the emotions here. Don't have any like historical figures, but my third one would be Messi. Would love to get a few PSA 10s would be great. Lots and lots of money. Um, Another one which might get into the Hall of Fame now that they passed. Zoltowski, we saw that autograph at the card show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shoeless Joe. He's talking about Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Like,
was his other one?
God damn it!
Just
move
the mic a little bit more in front of you.
Yeah,
it's literally in front of me. It can't be any further in front of me.
You're talking about the autograph that was basically scribbles on a notepad paper.
Yeah,
and it was what it was over $100,000.
It was $115,000. He spelled his name Joe. The E was backwards.
Certified by PSA or Beckett, one of the two, but it looked like one of those flip notebooks that you could buy at the dollar store.
Yeah,
absolutely wild.
I don't know how true it is, but Shoeless Joe would be interesting to talk about.
Why
he purposely threw, to understand that and what he really did after the whole baseball career. And I think the last one just a hopeful thing for me that kind of they came out with the movie of it. It gave the city of Philadelphia that fighting chance, that there's hope. He's not a big name. He was never a star player, but it gave the city hope that anyone could do anything as long as they work stuff. I had and understand and just talk about his whole process from being a bartender, going through all that. I think all of us in this chat have always dreamt about playing for your favorite hockey team, your favorite, and being a kid saying, "Yeah, I'll be team." This guy lived it, even though it was open tryouts, some would say, but
football.
That would be such a fun group of guys to just sit and bullshit around and talk sports from different generations, different timelines. It would be so cool.
Vince Papale, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, your mic cut out right when you said his name, but I knew already who you were talking about.
I knew. Well, I think everyone knew.
Was that all five?
Vince Papale. Yeah. It's Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Shoeless Joe Jackson, Vince Papale, and
Messi.
He's the
Messi.
goat.
Messi. Yeah, you had one alive. The rest were.
No,
actually, no. Is Vince still alive?
Oh, Vince is alive still. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, so 3.
The others are dead.
Yeah, the others are dead.
Zoltowski, it's your go.
All right. I'm actually gonna steer away from the sports a little bit. But number 1, Robin Williams.
Okay.
I absolutely love his movies. I feel like I would just piss my pants laughing having dinner with the guy. And just to kind of understand him more, and I don't know. I just really like Robin Williams movies and him as an actor, and his movies bring me a lot of joy. Number 2, I'd have to go Kurt Cobain, and that's also kind of a why thing. You're at the top. Why? Nirvana I love their music. Dave Grohl continued to have a successful career after that, with the Foo Fighters and all that.
Yeah.
And then probably have to go. This one's recent, but I'd go with Ozzy. Black Sabbath, his solo stuff. I love that kind of music. Yeah, R.I.P. The Prince of Darkness. And then I think I'd do Jimi Hendrix as well. Just because of the time when he was very popular, just to find out what it was like for him. Back then, being so popular, but also being a person of color and anything he might have dealt with then, and just to hear him play live, man, that would be awesome. It'd be so cool.
That's a good point, though. Jackie Robinson would have been a good one, too.
Yeah, Jackie would have been a really good one.
I get an honorable guest.
Yeah. And then I'd probably go. I'm sorry, I'm having a blank right now. I had a list and I can't find it. I'm gonna take one out of your pages, Fish, but this is more for a dinner performance. Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Damn,
Because I also really appreciate some Sinatra.
Such a good one.
Yeah. And then for the last one, I'd go Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
From Queen.
I'm gonna ask that you don't have dinner with these guys and you just make all 5 of them write a song and perform it together. Because that'd be crazy.
No. Okay, so Robin Williams and I will have dinner while watching them perform. And then when they're all done performing and Robin Williams eats and has a couple drinks, he goes and gives stand up for everybody, and it's just a fantastic time. That sounds amazing.
Say, he could sing too. He's great in Birdcage.
Yeah. And then Aladdin. The Aladdin soundtrack's a banger.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that's a lot of, it's a lot of pop culture. I love sports, but when it boils down to it, if I had to pick between like sports or, movies or music, I'd probably lean more towards it would go music, movies, and then sports.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't wait for football to come back, but I find myself constantly. I mean, we always send each other our Spotify replays or Apple Music replays, whatever it is. Spotify Wrapped. I think I hit over 100,000 minutes last year. It helps me think, helps me process. Like when I'm working on homework, it's music. When even if I'm playing games to help, if I'm trying to do something, I'll turn certain music on that'll kind of help me tune in. You guys think it's weird that I listen to music when I play COD, but I dropped 30 the other night, had music on in the background.
Yeah, it's about time everybody locked in for once. I'm tired of Gary.
Fish, I've been locked in.
I'm tired of Gary.
It's the other guy next to me, and the other guy that just got online. They need to lock in.
Oh, no dark matter.
So yeah, but that's my pick. Like I said, be less of a dinner, more of a show. But I think it'd be.
There's Zoltowski finding a loophole again.
Okay, I mean.
Always find a loophole with this guy. Can't just get the right answer.
Your short man syndrome is just going off tonight.
Something's going on.
You're 5'7"?
No, what am I? 5'8.5", 6'4" in stilettos. But I mean, that's a Saturday.
Dude, I'm like Yao Ming in stilettos.
Yeah, I would. You'll turn this.
Nope. Couldn't hear you. He cut out.
I know what he said. He turned the stilettos into flats, is what he was saying.
That's a good one. All right. Marty, let's hear yours.
So mine is going to be a mix of sports figures and then also not really musicians, but more entertainers. I'll get the sports 2 out of the way. Jim Brown. Would love to hear about his not only career, but his life after sports, the movies he was in, his acting career, his activism. I would love to hear all of the stories he has to say. Just really soak all that up and, hear everything he has to mention. The other sports guy is a little on the opposite side of him. He's great. He's still alive. I'm going Shaq Diesel. He's my favorite NBA player of all time. It's going to be a big table, by the way. So Shaq's going to have some room there. We're going to eat barbecue chicken together. So it'll be pretty great. But it's what Shaq always says is barbecue chicken.
Oh, I know.
So shut up, man.
Have you guys ever ate at his chicken restaurant?
No, but he has one up near Dayton, and I would like to try it.
Yeah, it's at Austin Landing.
It's called Big Chicken.
Big Chicken.
Yeah, so
yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, you should look up that menu. They've got like chicken sandwiches with an entire box of mac and cheese on it. So don't eat for like 3 months. We'll go, and then we won't eat for 3 months after that. But
yeah, because we'll be in a hospital.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna be down that way soon. I might just have to make a trip and let you guys know how it is.
You should. So yeah, Jim Brown, Shaq Diesel. Chris Farley would be a person I'd love to have dinner with. I just want to hear his process in being able to banter the way he does. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, Tommy Boy. I also love Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja,
Man
all great
in
movies.
a little coat.
Yeah, I want to hear how he was supposed to be Shrek. He recorded some of the lines before he unfortunately passed away. It'd be
Mike Myers is great
he's
as
great
Shrek, but dude, he would be so good too.
Yeah, it'd be a completely different movie, I feel like, with Chris Farley. And then my last two are going to be from the fandoms I love. So Stan Lee, he's no longer with us, but I would love to hear how he collaborated with so many people to create such a crazy amount of characters that not only had their own trials, their own tribulations, but also like came together, worked together, and collaborated in the stories themselves. And I just want to hear how he built that world. And then to piggyback off that, George Lucas is the last one. So Star Wars is one of the most immersive things for me. And it's even more immersive now that you have the tattoo from the kid's book there. One of the more immersive experiences I've ever had, and people might clown me for this, but was going to Galaxy's Edge in Disney. It made me feel like I was actually on a Star Wars planet. And I just like to create an entire galaxy of planets, species, dialects, a language, would have been really, really cool to kind of just sit there and pick his brain and think about that and talk to him about that and see how he came up with all that. So those are my 5. I feel like that would be a great dinner. I'm not sure if they would all have something to talk about together, but it would definitely be a fun experience for me. So
Now, a question for you. Would you rather have a character developed in Star Wars or a Marvel character?
it's a good question. I think if it's a bad character, oh man, that's tough.
And you get to pick one. And you got the goats right next to you. He goes, you get free brains, customize whatever you want with me. They both say it, and you got to pick one.
I think I'm going to go with Marvel. Just because each of those characters had their own story. And Star Wars is more about the Skywalker family. At least it has been so far. But I think I would go more towards, I want Stan Lee to create a character, make a backstory, give him his own set of villains, his entire, like, all the trials, tribulations he would go through, and just see what he comes up with. So I'm not sure how many ideas he would have left in the tank, but I'm sure he would have something brewing in his mind if I asked him that. That's a good question, though. Because immediately when I thought about, well, if it's a hero, Marvel, if it's a villain, Star Wars, because Vader's story is so interesting. But
best villain all the time.
Yeah, very much so. But no, the fish, that was a really good segment. We should do that again. Do you guys have any honorable mentions? I know Fish mentioned Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna go Frank Sinatra, you can throw a little Deanie in there, a little Dean Martin in there too. Get them little tag team going on. But there's just so many.
Yeah,
I'm missing a billion other sports people that I love.
Yeah, I have sports people too. Barry Sanders, Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe.
Honestly, tucking into a cheeseburger with Andy Reid sounds like the best thing in the world.
That does sound like a good time.
Yeah, the couple people that kind of jumped into my head were from my childhood. So Kevin Conroy, voice of Batman, my entire childhood.
That's a great one.
And then Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, all that stuff. So that would be cool to sit there and listen to them, how they really fell into that character. Someone who's still alive, Mark Hamill, played my favorite villain when I was a kid. Joker played my favorite, one of my favorite Star Wars characters. And just how can he do both? Like, it's just crazy to me that he has that kind of range. But Yeah, I could name every Star Wars character and be happy that they're at a table with me. So,
Yep. Carrie Fisher.
yep.
Harrison Ford. James Earl Jones. Get him in there.
Yeah. I feel like Harrison Ford would be on the corner of the table by himself, just making fun of everybody else, but it'd still be pretty fun to sit through.
I got a fun Harrison Ford story I heard the other day for you guys after the pod.
Okay.
So.
You can tell it now if it's quick.
It is. So there was a camper who was with his Boy Scout troop, and he got lost in Montana, and he saw one of the search parties going overhead, so he signaled it with his belt buckle. The guy landed to pick him up. It was Harrison Ford. He got saved by Han Solo, Indiana Jones. So
that's awesome. Oh shit!
I mean, just seems like a good dude.
Yeah. All right, and then we have our draft for this week. So let me get the wheel of names. Okay, cool. It's on the right scene. So first pick of the draft, we are drafting best sports names, best sports nicknames. So oh, Fishy Boy. Fishy Boy is first. The second pick is going to be Suck it, Zoltowski. It's going to be me. And then we got Zoltowski bringing up the
There's a lot of good ones in this, so even if you guys steal, pretty open.
Yeah, there's a lot of great ones here. Let me just get the draft board up, and then
I should be able to get mine back to back, hopefully. Okay, so it's Fish, you, then me, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Best nicknames in sports. Fishy, kick us off, brother.
I mean, it's just been a common theme tonight. I think I brought him up 400 times already. I'm going to go with the Great Bambino.
Had a feeling.
I mean, a man that has not only one, but 12 other nicknames to go along with him. It's kind of wild.
Not surprised.
Are you going with the Great Bambino specifically?
I am, yeah.
Okay. And then me, I'm going to go
with your favorite Browns quarterback of all time.
Man, this is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. I'm going to go with Peyton Manning, the sheriff. I just think that encapsulates his personality perfectly. So,
and his forehead, but yeah, we're here for it.
So, Towski, you were up, my friend.
This one should be no surprise to you guys, but I'm going with the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Yep.
His name's actually the Great One?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, yep. Call him the Great One.
Oops, I did that wrong. That's okay.
And then for the turnaround there, give me Megatron, Calvin Johnson.
Also not a surprise. It is a good one, though.
Did I spell Gretzky right?
Yes, you did.
Wonderful. Damn it, I did that wrong again.
You spelled sheriff wrong, though.
I know. It's a lot of pressure being in this seat, boys.
Not bad.
For my next pick, and this is one that's probably not on a lot of people's radar, but every time I heard the nickname in Madden specifically, I just thought it was a great nickname for a guy. And I'm going to go with Frank Gore. Can anyone tell me his nickname? The Inconvenient Truth.
Oh, that's good.
So Frank Gore. Marshalltown, Airfish, you're up.
Let me go with. There's a few of them here, and I'm debating about this one or not. But give me the man that they based a logo off of.
Jerry West.
Give me Jerry West, please.
You know, that always comes up every couple NBA seasons. Should they replace Jerry West as the logo? And I don't think that they should.
No, I don't
He's
think
just
so either.
such a historic figure. So,
And then next, I'm going to go with someone that plays for Liverpool. They call him the Pharaoh.
Mohamed Salah.
That is correct. Mohamed Salah. Which honestly, I mean, if they're going to nickname someone the Pharaoh, which is a dope name, it would be Mohamed Salah.
Did I spell Pharaoh right?
Click out of it and see if you get a red line.
Oh, I'm getting red lines everywhere, brother. It doesn't matter.
Pharaoh.
Yep, forgot A there. For my next pick, I'm going back. Oh man, are all mine going to be football?
No. That's understandable.
I'll switch it up.
It's fine. No, you don't have to.
I'll switch it
Get
up.
what you like, dude.
There's a man that played in the NBA who people only refer to him as his nickname, and that is Magic Johnson, Irvin Johnson. So I'm going to go with Irvin Johnson, Magic.
Why'd you say Irvin?
So you spell his name.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. EARVIN.
Yeah, it is.
I guess I didn't realize there was an A in there.
Sneaky A, dude.
Yeah, wow. Interesting.
It'll get you.
Always gets you.
I'm up.
Yep. You're on the turn. Give us your last two, brother.
All right. So I'm going to hockey again. Give me Gordie Howe.
What was
Mr.
his
Hockey.
nickname? Mr. Hockey.
Mr. Hockey. And then, God, I'm going to also go hockey. Again, Pavel Datsyuk. Give me the Magic Man.
Magic Man.
That man could move the puck. It was magic. I mean,
If I spelled Datsuk right, 5 gifted.
I think you might have actually.
Give it to me. Tell me I did.
You did.
Let's go.
You did.
Can't spell sheriff, but he's got that shit in the back.
Yeah, you can't spell sheriff, and he can spell Magic Johnson's real name. Can't against Datsuk.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know there was an A in there. I guess I never really called him Magic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody ever calls him Irvin.
For the longest time, I didn't know his
name was Irvin. Yeah.
his Irvin. No.
With my last pick, I got to do it because he still goes by it today. I'm going with a man who has done the most trash talking in pro sports. Prime time. I'm going with Deion Sanders. Neon Deion, prime time. You love him, you hate him. I personally love him. I think he's a great person. Well, I don't know him personally, but I think he's wonderful when it comes to being one to trash talk and being able to back it up. So give me prime time.
It's a good one.
And the father of the savior of Cleveland Brown sports, Shedeur Sanders.
You guys are gonna need it. Hey, at least he's already getting in trouble.
What did you do?
true.
Speed? That's all I did. A little speeding.
Hopefully, he's fast on the field too.
He's not. He's very much not.
Final selection, huh?
Final selection.
I think I may go an alternative route here. We've talked about the likes of Shoeless Joe, Luke Gehrig, the Iron Horse. I'm going to go basketball. I'm going to go with a man who had incredible handles. I think Ben Greiwe would appreciate. They called him White Chocolate. Little J. Will.
Love it.
That guy's handles and passing capabilities is fucking unhinged. It was so good for what he could do with the ball. It's bros, the guy, where he was going.
To do the things he did on an NBA court to make it look like an and one mixtape court is crazy.
It was wild.
He was just out there doing all these different types of moves.
Well, you remember, I mean, that behind the back elbow pass when we were growing up, that was always done on the basketball court. And then, of course, you had like hot sauce and all that too. You missed the times like that where it was fancy showboating passing, but that shit actually consecutively. So, rounded off a little White Chocolate.
No, I love that. That's a great pick. There's so many. There's so many. We could probably do this draft 7 more times and not run out of names. But
yep. Oh, dude, there's Ovi's the Great 8. He got that one this year after he's trying to pass Gretzky and then did pass him. You got the Dominator, Dominic Hasek. I mean, there's I had hockey alone.
Black Mamba, Kobe.
Yeah, Black Mamba.
Air Jordan, of course. You know what we should do though?
What's that?
We should do this, nicknames and stuff, but from movies. Movies or shows. Like Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Fish, I'm surprised you didn't go with the Sandman. Because I was between him and Datsuk there for a minit, because he was always cold. I hated when he came out.
I thought about it, but I looked. I was like, could I really name a 30th Yankee player? Like, do we really need?
I guess I went only 2 Red Wings, and then a Lion. Big Poppy.
No, I just now Googled like a list, and there's so many.
Yeah.
My number 1 pick is 84th on this list, by the way.
Where was mine?
Bambino. I just saw him.
22.
22.
Babe or the Great Gambino is what it says.
Oh, dude. Allen Iverson, The Answer. Forgot about that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Jackson, Mr. October.
Who was number 1?
Magic. On mine, I got the Fox Sports list. It goes Magic, Primetime, the logo, Jerry West, Michael Jordan, Big Poppy, Megatron, the Great One, Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Is Frank Gore even on this list?
No, I didn't see him. Then you got Jerome Bettis, the Bus, and then the Fridge.
Oh, Fish, the Minister of Defense, Reggie White. That's such a great nickname.
Dude, Fish, how'd you not go Weapon X?
Oh, true.
How'd you not go Weapon?
There's
so many. Honestly, OJ's the Juice. Like that, before he murdered people.
The Axeman, there's all kinds of shit we did though.
I never knew that Larry Birds was the Hick from French Lick.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Dude, I used to live near French Lick, Indiana. You blink, you're through it. By the way, It is the smallest town in Indiana.
Who would have thought it would have produced an insanely good basketball player?
Quick question.
What's up?
Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. I need your thoughts because it's on this list.
I mean, he made it a name. I think he's still going by it now.
I thought he changed it back, but
I don't think he ever actually changed his name legally, did he?
I thought he legally changed his name to Ocho Cinco, his last name.
He said he was going to, because I remember there was a pregame where he came out with Ocho Cinco on the back of his jersey, and it was like a tearaway thing. Because they told him if he wore that on the field to play, he wasn't going to be allowed to, or he would get fined heavily for that.
I mean, I think he ate McDonald's every day.
Yeah. We're not all built the same, I'll tell you that.
Nope.
Pistol
Yep.
Pete
He
Heritage.
legally changed his name to Chad Javon Ochocinco on August 29th, 2008. He did it.
He's got a show with Shannon now. I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if
have
it's
a podcast.
or does he go by Ocho Cinco on there? He must, right?
No, he changed it back in 2012.
Did you guys know Vince Carter's nickname is Half Man, Half Amazing?
I saw that. Did not know that.
Didn't know that. No, so many great
There's a
ones.
lot of good ones. Sugar Ray,
A lot of NBA.
Ray
on
Leonard.
here.
Yeah. Pudge. How did I forget Pudge Rodriguez?
Pudge. The Big Hurt.
Mean
No.
Joe Green.
We might do this in the future, but we might, like Fish said, do like a movie version and then do like a group version for sports. So like the Splash Brothers. You could do the Rams, the greatest show on turf back in the day. So yeah, we could do a lot with this when it comes to drafting. So but I will be honest, we're not running out of draft topics, but if you guys ever have anything that you want us to draft, leave it in the comments and let us know. We might just pick it one day if we're not sure what to draft. So normally we pick this like a couple days before. Today it was the day of. That's my bad, boys. But
Fine. Quick Google and it gave me all my picks.
Yeah,
And most of them are in my head anyways.
we'll
Pretty good. You guys aren't taking us from the top of the dome?
I mean, some
I always like to give it a quick Google just to see if there's anything I'm thinking of that I might like that I didn't
There it
think of
is.
that I might like better.
I mean, obviously
There
I
is that.
was.
All right.
The
Nope.
inconvenient
That's
truth's
it.
not even
That's
on
it.
there.
No,
Little loophole.
don't
Little
listen to
loophole.
Fish. Don't
There's a
listen to
loophole.
Fish.
Little loophole.
Don't.
There it is.
Fuck
There
both
it
of
is.
you.
Little loophole, dude.
I'm not playing COD. I'm going to do home. Happy Friday.
You'll find a
Everyone has
loophole.
a
That
great-
it'll be fun.
Hope everyone has a great weekend. It's almost August. Football's almost here. We get football next Thursday. Listen to the Wednesday show if you like football.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself.
You could have just less loophole, right?
Fuck Fish and fuck Nardi.
What did I do? I just backed you up.
You just called me out for a loophole too. Or maybe I
That's
couldn't hear you
that
over
guy.
Fish.
It's that guy. Past
Don't point
you,
at me.
That guy. What do you say fuck me for? All right. We'll see you guys
Hey,
next time.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear what you said, Fish. You cut out like 7 times.
I was talking. For once.
I fucking couldn't tell.
All right, we're going to go play something. Could be COD, could be Diablo. Who knows? All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.